Hey everybody, I'm Jonathan Brown. I'm here again. I'm going to be talking to you today about improving your credit. Now, I did a short video about the 5 things or 6 things that affect your credit, but in this video, I'm going to do a shorter video telling you how you can actually improve your credit. There's a lot of information out there, but these are like the basic things to help you get going on increasing that credit score. So I mentioned this before in my short video talking about what affects your credit. This is a very important point right here, is to pay your bills on time. So pay your whatever is affecting your credit. Pay your loans on time, your utility bills, your credit cards, obviously. Avoid late payments and having your account go into delinquency. This is the number one thing to improving your credit score, is paying your bills on time. And that rolls right into the next point, which is to reduce your overall credit card balances. Now, there's a couple of ways that you can do this. You know, you can pay more than the minimum payment on your smallest credit card. Can't even speak right now. Credit card, and you can do this as a snowball effect. You know, so let's say that you have 5 credit cards, you know, ranging from $100 in debt to $5,000 in debt. So whatever you're paying on that smallest one, you know, pay that one off, and whatever that amount is, go ahead and roll that into your next credit card. Pay above the minimum balance. This is going to decrease how much you pay in interest and increase how fast you can pay your credit card balances off. So that's one way to do it. If you do happen to come into some money that might knock out that big credit card that you owe, because typically if you have a large credit card, let's say it's thousands of dollars, that one is going to have the biggest monthly payment. And so if you have a means of cutting that down, cutting it in half, or knocking it out completely, go ahead and do that. But also you want to be able to have that knowledge about using the snowball effect, you know, so just starting off small and then building up that momentum to knock out the rest of your debt. Thirdly, during this time, you want to avoid opening unnecessary accounts, you know, so don't, if you can, and you should, just don't even open up any new credit card accounts. Don't open any loans. You know, don't go and try to apply for a home or a car. Anything that's going to directly affect your credit, don't just avoid it altogether. Just stay laser focused on knocking down your credit card debts, whether it's a credit card or a loan, student loan, whatever the case may be, whatever is affecting your credit report. And speaking of your credit report, you want to monitor your credit report on a regular basis, making sure that it's accurate, making sure there aren't some things on there that haven't been cleared that you've already paid off, or for some inaccuracies. You know, so sometimes things can get mixed up and someone else's charge could be under your name or under your social security number. And so you want to check your credit report, making sure that it's accurate, making sure that everything on there is what you actually owe or accounts that you actually opened up. Because also remember, there's there's scammers out there. There's people who like to steal your identity depending on, you know, where you have all your information online. And so that's another reason why you want to go ahead and check that credit report. Now, this next point, it may throw you just a little bit for a loop, because it's basically don't close your oldest accounts or your old accounts. Now, depending on what you're trying to do with your credit. So if you're at a point where, hey, you want to pay off all your credit cards and just not even use credit cards anymore, okay, fine. You know, there's a few programs out there that you can use. You can be debt free a lot sooner. Because if you're going to be paying the minimum balance on your credit cards, that's going to take a much longer time. But if you want to invest in some of these programs that will actually go and fight for you and make a settlement, is going to make your credit drop for a while, because you're going to have to stop paying them for a while as they resolve these issues with the credit company. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But the older your accounts are, if they're being well maintained, this actually strengthens your credit score. If you close your accounts, this shortens your credit history and can have an adverse effect. So if you have an older account, go ahead and keep that open, maintain it, make sure that you pay your dues on that, pay it off if you can, but keep it open and use it here and there just to maintain activity. Another tip to improve your credit score is to pay off your collection accounts. You know, typically these are things from like hospital bills or loans that you didn't pay. If you have any past due accounts, go ahead and pay those off. Now, this will still be on your credit for a while, but it'll be better to see it being paid off than outstanding. Another tip to help you improve your credit score is if you have a good friend or family member that's willing to add you as a authorized user, if they have good credit. Not just any person, but if they have good credit and they're maintaining their balances, they're paying them off every month, if they have good credit, they can add you on as an authorized user, and this would look good on your credit report because whatever they're doing is going to reflect on your credit report as well. And also the opposite of is true. If you add somebody to yours and you're being bad with your money, or the person that you've given authorization to is bad with their money or bad managing that credit card, this is going to have an adverse effect on your credit score as well. So this is one tip that you can use if you have someone that you can go to that'll be willing to add you on there. This would be a great benefit. Now, as a side note, if you have children and you're maintaining your credit card utilization and your score is good, this would be a good way to help your kids have strong credit when they grow up. So you can add them on. Certain credit card companies have a restriction on how young the person can be, but you can add your child on to your credit card account, and you just continue to maintain good standing with the credit card company, paying your dues every month and so forth. And your children, when they grow up and they start going out on their own, they're already going to have established strong credit with some strong credit history as well. So that's a side note right there. And then finally, I just want to encourage you to be patient during this process because these things don't happen quickly. You can also seek professional advice. There's some credit repair companies out there that do a great job as far as like getting things off of your report, and it can go either way. But these tips that I've given you today are a surefire way for you to begin that journey on improving your credit and getting you to a financial place of strength, peace, and freedom. So if this video was any way kind of helpful, please like it, share it, subscribe, and follow me for more tips.